Today, I have my friend Fabian here with me. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, hello. Well, you told me that this is Fabian from Clark Art Management, and I define myself as a performing arts entrepreneur because I do so many different things, and I run in my professional life so many different kind of projects, you know. And then I thought that it was a great idea to apply all this knowledge to give advice to for Australian companies who are ready to tour in Europe or Latin America, and companies from there to here, you know.
What encouraged you to start your own business?
Well, well, I want to say two things, two different things. For one side, that I ran my first business with 18 years old, just 2 years ago. You know, really young. I was a very young entrepreneur, you know. But I think that I'm from a little town in the Buenos Aires state in Argentina. And my first crazy things, you know, the first things that crazy things was when I was 13 or less than 13. And I traveled alone 200 kilometers to a big city to see the first show in live, the first theater. Can you imagine
Wow,
a
13
little?
years old.
Yes, traveling alone and going to that theater in that big city, scared but excited. And in that moment, you know, I think that was spelled happen, you
Oh,
know, that yes, that never left me since then, you know. And I was feeling this because just not, I'm sorry, it's falling.
that's okay.
Because yes, because you know, just I start to read plays, to read something that is very in Buenos Aires is one of the most biggest program offer performing art profiles in the world, and definitely in the Spanish language. You can take the big newspapers in Argentina in that times and read, you know, the big spaces, and maybe every show like this, and pages of shows, every kind of shows that you can imagine, you were allowed to see, to enjoy in Buenos Aires, you know. And I grow up with all that amazing things in my life. I always feeling, since I arrived, I was studying actor, and finally arrived this time when I start to produce by myself my small projects. And when one big opportunity arises with in Buenos Aires, we say the first huge company, dance companies, is very important in Buenos Aires. Maybe someone knows Buenos Aires or Argentina scene, and then it's the theater San Martin of Buenos Aires is it's an institution, you know. It's like you can imagine like the Opera of Sydney, something like this. It's very strong, and I had the opportunity to work with that company, the dance company of this place, and then I said, okay, hey man, this is something bigger, do something bigger then. And I found Clark Arts Management. Yeah.
it's it's wonderful because what happened is you took what inspired you when you were like 2 years ago and then just also combine that with your passion and combine that with your ability and turn it into a business. And I think one of the things that,
Mhm.
if you ask me, I feel that the art had actually helped enabling the economy because, like you said, there's like a show when there's a show happen, there are people like they're designers, there are set designers, there are runners and operators, but also there are like when people go to see a show, they might stop at a bar for a drink, they might go to a restaurant, or they might go to the
Exactly.
shop, and that's why the art is actually the can actually enable the economy in a bigger way. So I I really hope that it would, like, you know, the, for example, the government and the community will actually acknowledge that.
I would love to mention something about your comment, which is absolutely interesting, and because in some cultures or some, well, for some people, it's still have some doubts about how important is performing art or art shows or the arts for the community. It's not only in a spiritual and inner grow and joy, you know, and it's enjoy. It's also the economy, you know. And
Exactly.
I want to mention two cases. One is a Fringe Festival, you know,
Yep.
Fringe Festival, which started like it's really a small proposal ages ago, and now you can see, for example, especially in Adelaide, in Australia, to mention something that everybody knows, it's a massive event, you know, which are involved transform the city and the economy of the city, you know. And this is one because it's a huge example about how can impact the economy, the arts, how the art can impact the economy, you know. And another more smaller and romantic is that I was managing during one season, and it's a 400 seat venue in a small town in the south of Spain, in Seville. And, you know, it was really a small town. I think that was 2,000 or 3,000 people living there. And, you know, I'm a dreamer, and I'm always believe in my dreams. And then I said, oh, one day I want to this venue, you know, full of people and blah, blah, blah. It has a lot of inconvenience to get this goal. But I find the way, and I program a very famous a play that in that moment in Spain. Well, anyway, and then. That night, the venue was sold out. Then, in that town of for 2,000 people or something like this, 400 were in the theater, in the venue in Shoy. And the day after, there were two restaurants and two bars, something. And you know, when I was walking and for the town, I said, hey, yeah. Yesterday was the first time we were full. We were so all our, you know, our food, our drinks. I said, oh, yes. Performing arts can impact the economy of any place, you know, a small town or big city, you know.
Well, I mean, in the case that you just mentioned, that also activate the community because, you know, people are
Exactly.
sitting
Yeah.
there with each other, like friends or people they never met before, but then they actually neighbors. But then,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Because something that I think that is very important to my new project also, you know, is that I love to work with art and with artists. I love artists. I thought that is the best variety of human beings. The more complex the artists, but I really love artists, and I love to work with them. And you know, but that the energy that drive me to be part in a project is, you know, this big bang when the idea start, and when you have with collaborator with your team a new project that is you know, is fabulous. But you know, and that was the most important thing that drive me until now. But I wanted to mention that you know, studying project management, I discovered the data, and I think yes, because it's something that maybe, you know, the data is not too much used in performing arts, but I really discovered that collection that to manage this data can help you to get your goals, and it's something that really new in performing arts, you know. And I really keen on doing my own research and doing my development case studies to apply this new knowledge in yes, in my projects. And I think that it's going to be data is really the future for everyone. No, data is here, but especially in performing art is something a bit new yet. And I want to work on that, apply in performing arts. And I just wanted to mention that. And please let me know.
Thank you so much for taking part in this interview. And I
No.
wish you the best. One little more thing before I let you go. Can you tell
Okay.
the audience how they can find you?
Oh, yes. They can find me by my name, Fabian Perez Laclac. I have the clacart.com is my website, where is my a big part of my career is in English, and my whole career is in Spanish, but you can have enough information about in that. Yes, and that are my nets: Facebook, LinkedIn, of course, and my website. Thank you.
Oh, and yeah, so thank you so much once again. And I so look forward to when it started
It was a
again.
pleasure.
But meanwhile, have a great afternoon.
Oh, yes, you too.